Hey guys, it's EJ again, and I thought I'd make a War Within leveling prep guide since tomorrow it comes out. So we're just gonna go over some things I think you guys should be ready for, consumables, things of that nature. Maybe things you guys just haven't thought about, and things I'm gonna do. Right, I'm already prepped on all my characters. I got that stuff going, and so let's go ahead and just jump into this and go over what I think you guys should get prepped for starting tomorrow. Right, so early access starts tomorrow. I know a lot of us have our bags just completely gutter ridden after this. It's been a whole expansion, right? So first thing you guys should do is empty your bags, right? With all the profession stuff we're going to be getting, quest items, all that. If your bag's already cluttered, you're just going to run out of room or not know where things are, or have things from Shadowlands still or Dragonfly and have no benefit on what we're currently doing, especially with if you're trying to farm up those professions, right? So make sure you guys clean out your bags so you have a good, fresh start on the expansion. Clear unwanted quest is a big one for me. I have a thing where I'm a hoarder on quests. I'm always like, I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do this quest 100%. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm doing it, and I never do. Years. I have quests from years, so I actually went through and got rid of all my quests, every one of them. I was like, clean slate, throw it away, get those quests out of here. You're gonna have so many going into the War Within. You don't need any like old quests cluttering your screen, especially if you're using add-ons like what is it, Questy and the handy notes and all that, right? Just take care of it. Go in with a clean slate, new expansion. All right. Next up here is an important one. All the different consumables I think you guys should be looking at to getting. Obviously, there are some that you can still get that are not on here, like healing potions and battle potions and things of that nature. But I feel like these enchants and consumables are actually going to make your life easier while leveling. So first up, let's go ahead and start over here. Incandescent Essence. If you guys have not farmed this out through the raid, I got it in like a week, maybe 2 weeks on reset. And what it does in PvE is it causes these little fire things that proc a lot, by the way. These little fire owls, and they do AoE damage, and it can help you clear on the early stages of the War Within. Because it doesn't work in PvP instances, but in PvE, it'll help you clear trash at like level 81, 82, and so 83, right? As you're leveling. Or 71, 72. Sorry, we're only in the 70s, right? I don't know, we're going up to level 80, but you know what I mean. As you're leveling, it'll help you, it'll proc, help clear trash. Especially as a Shadow Priest like myself, it'll help. Devotion to Speed, Homebound Speed, Plains Runner Breeze. You guys got to get these on your these enchants on your gear. It just increases your movement speed, and so since we're leveling and we're gonna be running around, the more movement speed we have, the better. The faster we can level, and I think they're very important to have, especially while leveling. I already had these from PvP, but for any of you guys who no longer have to worry about that, you guys can put these on your put this on your gear. Over here, the Charged Vial of Alacrity. This is one of the best potions we can have when it comes to running around. Increases our movement speed by a lot. You want to buy tier 3 versions of all these, by the way, and it persists through death and lasts 30 minutes, and it'll stack. So you can add more time to it and just pretty much run extremely fast, especially if you have any movement speed increases to your class or spec. So you just increasingly moving at a high speed, especially when you pair that with fried bonefish right here, which will give you a movement speed increase every time you kill an enemy. So as you're moving around, running through, clearing things, you're also gonna get movement speed boost by killing an enemy. So if you're like me, a Shadow Priest, you can't really kite, but with all these combined, you kill something, you can just keep running in circles while you're killing stuff and AoEing things down. So this is a very nice combination right here. Some honorable mention potions here. I have the Swim Speed Potion. We don't know what we're looking at quest-wise. I never did any of the questing or any of that on the beta. If there are any of the times you were able to test that kind of stuff. So who knows? Maybe there's quests you got to go into the water. Having a swim speed potion goes a long way if you don't have like a mount or anything of that nature that's water bound. So could just grab it just to have. And then I think a really cool one down here is this Potion of Hush Cipher. It gives you an invis for 18 seconds. So it does stack with other potions of this nature, like the healing ones and the one that gives you like a buff to your main stat, which is another potion you could put on here. Which is like but this one right here just gives you invis. You just go invis, can reset yourself on against mobs, or just make sure you can get past things. So this one's I think a very nice quality of life to add with the rest of these. But yeah, so these are the enchants and consumables I'd recommend when it comes to just power leveling through and trying to move through things as fast as you guys can. All right, profession bonus. So this was introduced in the Dragonflight expansion that we were coming out of, and the first time crafting bonus. So if you guys don't remember, they had to nerf it, but at first you could just spam first time crafting through all your professions and get new ones and go through and get to max level. You could just spam through them. They did nerf it to about, I think it's like 2 or 3 levels worth of experience you can get now. But that's 2 or 3 levels worth of experience you can get, right? For free. Just farm your materials, go through your first time craft, gain that experience. Things like 5 or 6% per craft, and just free experience just to power level through. So just keep that in mind. If you have professions out there that craft, use this, because again, you just can get to max level faster. All right. Rested experience for alts. So in order to do this, you're going to have to log into your alts and get them into a home city or tavern or an inn or anything like that. Log in when the expansion goes live, get that rested experience, so that when you play your alts, they have that extra leveling bonus, right? So make sure you do that. And speaking of that, when you hit max level on a character, you get a leveling experience bonus for all your other characters. They will get a buff. So when you hit level 80 on your main, all your alts will get a buff, so they can level faster, plus the rested experience, right? So even more, even faster leveling for your alts. So that also means, guys, to make sure you guys play one character. All right. I already skipped to the next scene. Legion Dalaran for the starting quest. Okay, so the starting quest is in Legion Dal. That's not an old Dal. It's in the Legion Dalaran, where we go through to go do those echoes things. I'll show you guys here real quick. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead. Oop, I didn't look. Let's go ahead and get down here. Boink. Boink. Alright. So, you go to Legion Dal, and then you go to where Khadgar is. So you're going to run into this little center area. Alright. And you're going to go down here. And there's Khadgar already waiting for us right here, right? You're going to want to go here to get the quest. It will not pop up, at least it hasn't popped up for when you just log into the game on the betas and stuff, right? So on what I've looked at. So it looks like you're going to have to come straight here to him. So what I recommend is that you have your alts in, like let's say Dalaran, or sitting around. You can throw BOEs to them while you're leveling if you get them. And then when you're ready to play them, they'll be right here ready to grab. If you have your main, you should just be logged in ready to go, right? You know this thing's going to be packed on your servers, guys. This thing's going to be cramped up, all right? But this is where you go to get the quest. So do not forget to get your characters there pre-launch, so we don't have, you're probably going to lag, right? We're all going to lag out, disconnects. We know the launches aren't that great stability-wise, but it will just give you a little bit of a head of the curve here to be ready to grab the quest and just get on going, all right? Yeah, so those are kind of some of the things I wanted to talk about when it comes to pre-leveling, or pre-prepping for leveling, sorry. Enchants, clear your quests, clear your bags, use those first-time crafting for your professions, and spec into things that give you movement speed, right? So, if you're a Shadow Priest, spec into Feathers, spec into Body and Soul. I'll probably make a guide for one of my next videos on leveling as a Shadow Priest for any of you Shadow Priests out there. Anyone not, I hope this helped, and I hope you guys get some sort of guidance through this. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these kind of things, and I'll make more different types of videos in the future.